You ever wake up, stretch, make your morning coffee, and think to yourself, wow, the sky's raining blue, a ghost just strolled out of a flaming plantation, and a haunted doll is casually doing a press tour like she's promoting her new album? Yeah, same. Just another day in America where cursed artifacts are treated like TikTok influencers, and the apocalypse might be sponsored by Spirit Halloween. Today, we're diving headfirst into the spiritual fever dream that is AnnaBelle's world tour. Because when your haunted doll leaves her allegedly sacred glass case to road trip through the deep south, and the next thing you know, a historic plantation burns to the ground, mysterious figures start wandering through the ruins, and it starts raining like Willy Wonka's tears? Yeah, we got to talk about that. Is it demonic? Is it dumb luck? Is it a marketing stunt for the next Conjuring movie? Or is it just what happens when you mix Catholic guilt with Southern humidity? So grab your rosaries, your rain ponchos, and your emotional support sage sticks. Today, we're chasing the most cursed road trip since Thelma and Louise. Mary, roll the intro theme. So picture this. You're sipping sweet tea on your wraparound porch, scrolling TikTok like the rest of us emotionally numb goblins, and then boom! Historic antebellum mansion, fully flambéed. Gone. Burnt toast. Haunted Airbnb listing, temporarily unavailable due to spontaneous combustion. The Nottoway plantation, Louisiana's largest surviving antebellum estate. Because apparently that's a thing we celebrate. Just yeeted itself into a pile of ashes last Thursday. This place had 53,000 square feet of chandeliers, columns, and ghost trauma. And now it looks like the aftermath of a barbecue hosted by Blind Owl from Deadpool. And here's the kicker. This wasn't just a freak accident. Oh no. Fire departments swarmed it like it was prom night at the firehouse. 10 units, 40 firefighters. Still couldn't save the place. Official word? Maybe an electrical fault. Unofficial vibe? Nah, AnnaBelle said, y'all up? And the house spontaneously answered with, burning down, what you doing? Nobody was hurt, which is great. But if buildings could scream, this one would have sounded like a haunted fiddle solo in a hurricane. And while insurance adjusters were probably lighting their own sage sticks, something else was spotted. A figure in the smoke, just walking. No gear, no face, no context. Was it a firefighter? A ghost? A time traveler who overshot the burning of Atlanta by a few hundred miles? I don't know. But something about this screams, you shouldn't have moved the doll, Carol. So, it's 3 a.m. You're standing outside a smoking pile of Southern Gothic history. There's no wind, no people. And then you see it. A lone figure gliding through the ash like they're late to their own funeral. Yeah, that happened. Multiple folks reported seeing someone or something walking through the ruins of the Nottoway plantation as the last embers fizzled out. And not only did they report it, there was a few people who recorded it. No protective gear, no flashlight, just vibes and shadowy intentions. Now, Rational people say, oh, it's probably just a firefighter doing a walkthrough. But let me ask you this. What kind of firefighter forgets pants, glows slightly blue, and walks like they're possessed by 1800s polio?
Excuse me, sir. Are you with the fire department?
No, ma'am. I died here in 1863 and I'm looking for my teeth. Some say the figure was carrying something. Others say they were something like a residual energy or echo of a former inhabitant. And personally, I think it's either a ghost or the spirit of the plantation itself walking off the job like, I've had enough of this Confederate cosplay, Brenda. And right when you think it can't get any weirder, the sky cries blue. Somebody get James Cameron, because it's raining down that Avatar juice. Locals reported something straight out of a Lisa Frank fever dream. Blue rain falling shortly after the fire. Blue. Rain. Not sky looks kind of blue because it's sad. Actual droplets. Blue, like if Nickelodeon slime went through a spiritual awakening. Coming up next, was it aliens, demons, or atmospheric chemical reaction from a haunted plantation crying tears of colonial guilt? Honestly, scientists haven't said much, which is totally comforting. Not like weird rain has ever signaled biblical plagues or the slow unraveling of reality, right? I mean, we could write it off as ash mixing with moisture, but where's the fun in that? Personally, I think it's the tears of the ancestors watching people pose for Instagram in front of slave quarters for decades. You know what every burning plantation, mysterious shadow figure, and rainstorm in Pantone 292C has in common? AnnaBelle frickin' tour dates. Coming soon to a haunted antique shop near you, AnnaBelle World Domination Tour 2025. VIP tickets include demonic possession and a free t-shirt, no refunds. For reasons that are totally healthy and definitely not capitalism in a wig, somebody decided to send the actual cursed doll on tour. Like she's a pop star or an emotionally unstable influencer with a Ouija board and a dream. She stopped in New Orleans shortly before the fire. Coincidence? Maybe. But let's line it up. AnnaBelle comes to town. Plantation explodes like an allergic reaction to ghosts. Smoky spectator struts through the wreckage like a pageant queen. Blue rain falls from the heavens like God's eyeshadow melted. Y'all think this is a coincidence? You think this haunted Cabbage Patch Kid didn't whisper, "Burn it down," through her suitcase zipper?
Well, Kyle, Ghost City Tour said people were just joking online and they weren't responsible.
Yeah, and McDonald's said the ice cream machine wasn't working once. Lies. All of it. In their defense, Ghost City Tours did post a statement basically going, hey, not our fault if the gates of hell opened after she visited. We're just selling magnets and ghost t-shirts. We've seen the comments blaming us and AnnaBelle's visit for the fire. Ha! We realize people are joking. We hope. Actual quote. Y'all said joking, but I know I saw that doll wink in 4K. Don't even try and play. Let's talk about instructions. Specifically, the ones given by the late, great Lorraine Warren. Paranormal queen, demonology expert, and the last person you want to disappoint on either side of the veil. Do not touch her. Do not stare at her. Clear, direct, spiritual OSHA guidelines. And how did humanity respond?
Oh my god, babe, take a picture of me licking the glass. Let's ask her to follow us home.
You know who listens better than that? My toaster. And it literally only understands bagel. But put a haunted doll in front of a group of adults and we're suddenly toddlers at a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party with no rules and 5 Red Bulls. People stared. People taunted. One guy allegedly asked if she'd haunt his ex. Like, sir, that's not a ghost. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. This is why we can't have nice things. Or moderately haunted things. Or frankly, any things with spiritual baggage and historical trauma baked in. So maybe, just maybe, Lorraine was onto something. Because the second this doll hits the open road, weird stuff follows her like she's got spiritual Wi-Fi. Plantation fire. Wandering phantoms. Blue rain. And now? Well, the ocean's reportedly warming faster than ever. Volcanoes are waking up, and I'm pretty sure my Roomba tried to bite me last night. So if you're wondering whether this is the beginning of the end, I say this. It's probably fine. But let's talk about it. Right after this break from our sponsor, Bottled Holy Water. So let's recap. A cursed doll goes on tour like she's Beyonce of the underworld. A historic plantation spontaneously combusts after said doll visits the state. A mysterious, pants-optional figure walks through the smoke like a southern Gothic runway model. And the sky? Yeah, it cried blue. Coincidence? Or is this the spiritual equivalent of the check engine light turning on? You know, for Earth. I'm not saying Annabelle is going to cause the apocalypse, but I am saying she's been awfully quiet since the fire. And silence? And horror movie rules? We all know that's never good. Maybe this is how it begins. Not with fire and brimstone, but with a doll, a whisper, and a tour bus full of regrets. In a world where no one listens to Lorraine Warren, one Raggedy Ann menace unlocks the gates of HE Double Hauntings. Coming soon, The Rapture, sponsored by Etsy's Haunted Doll Selection. So the world is ending. What can you do? Nothing. You already stared at the doll, dumbass. But if you haven't, congratulations! You still have a chance to survive the first wave of demon TikTok. Just remember, don't taunt cursed items, don't ignore ghost protocol, and for the love of all things holy, stop touching things in museums, you absolute gremlins. That's all for this week. I hope we've all laughed, we've all learned, and maybe we've all mildly spiraled into supernatural chaos, as one does. I will say this, if this is the end of the world, at least we went out laughing. But if we're still here next week, same time, same haunted mic. Until next time, be safe, don't play with dolls, and stop touching shit. Good night.